Sounds like me getting out of bed. Final bit.
How many hours is in that?
Pardon?
How many hours is in that?
How many? We don't do hours now, we're in years. Yeah, Sam could talk about it.
I'm actually not. I really enjoyed this build. It was brilliant. I learned a lot throughout this whole thing. But it's wicked. It's come together really, really well. Favourite part has to be the rear. I really like the boxes and the sub box at the back. It just ties everything together, you know. I've got a picture on my phone and it's going all the way down the vehicle and it looks absolutely spectacular. It's definitely a build. I just hope he likes it.
Continue.
Sam.
See you later.
So Sam's favourite part of the of this mammoth project, I believe, was the boot. Kind of agree with him. Dialing it down, it's the physical sub-box. Like the way that the audio flows through this project. Keep everything sort of in keep, modernise it, but keep it, rather than having speakers on show and amplifiers and everything else like that, we've tried to keep it looking not as it should, but as it should in a modern day twist. So we've got a 10-inch down firing sub here. Again, the speakers, we've got 3 sets of speakers, like up the front, middle row, and down there, down low. And we've put some custom grills, so it's all sort of hidden away. Admittedly, we've not really had time to tune. Well, we haven't had time. We haven't tuned. There is an engine missing. So this is just the first stage of this project. It's off now to have the engine and various bits on the paintwork and the windows fitted and everything else. So yeah, we've done our stage. We'll probably see it again, whether we go to the body shop or it gets delivered back for the final sort of once over. But yeah, it arrived with us complete empty, complete bare shell, nothing in. So we've had to sort of smooth panels, fabricate panels from absolute scratch, and then trim it throughout and make it look, I think, as a modern day twist on an old vehicle. The owner, he sent me many SAMBA build projects. If you haven't heard of SAMBA, it's one of the biggest sort of automotive shows in Las Vegas every October, November time. So he's sending me all these crazy images, and we've just tried to take elements from parts to put into this, but also maybe not make it look like a hot rod or a big Chevy that, you know, it's completely different vehicles we were getting images of. Obviously we chose the colour as well, which I'm not really a fan of red myself, but this is, I love it. You know, I think it's because there's so much of it. I don't like the two-tone red and black or anything like that. You know, this sea of red. It's worked out really, really well. We've had it a while. We're probably touching on 1.5 years, 2 years. Which ideas have changed. It's been a bit of a bungee string. Like we'd get a run on it, and then other work would come in, and then we'd have to put it on the back burner, and so on and so forth. But we've finally reached the finish line. We hope. So again, the audio, as I sort of explained, we didn't want speakers and amplifiers everywhere. We just wanted to be, because obviously you didn't, in this era or the year the vehicle was built, there wasn't speakers and amplifiers everywhere. So we tried to modernise it, but keep it looking kind of, well, they look nothing like this when they were built, but we wanted to keep it in the era. It does look, I think, just sort of taken back. It's the first time I've actually seen it complete myself, like standing back. With everything boxed, you know, this is why the project went on and on. The seats would go in, and then it was like, I don't like the metalwork, you know, I don't, which you saw from factory back in the day. So yeah, we've had to fabricate panels to box it all in and house it. Then he wanted like some footwell illumination, so we tried to we've put spotlights to illuminate the footwells, but keeping them subtly, they're all recessed in, so it glows, adds a bit of ambient light. Again, the door cards, they were just a 3mm or fiberboard back in the, nothing to them, but he wanted sculpted handles like a modern day car or vehicle has. So we've manufactured all these from scratch, which then led on to the next hurdle of the door handles didn't fit, so we've had all billet adapters and various contraptions machined to be able to bolt the handles. We've left this one off at the minute to just shot for the video purposes, but the sort of spacers we can fit the interior door handles on. Again, the C-pillars, how they trimmed these sort of back in the day was just sort of glue it at the bottom and sort of stretch it up. So, you touch it, or over time it goes baggy. Filled and sanded and smoothed all the interior bodywork around all the windows, and then we've trimmed direct onto the metal, and then 3D scanned and 3D printed C-pillars, so they're like a modern day vehicle again. They snap in on magnets. Same with the ceiling, right the way down to, I don't know if these all pull out, but even down to sort of the little plugs that we've machined to, you know, we couldn't do complete hidden fixings, but we didn't want to just leave a hole, so we've made all plugs. The same with the armrests. We've actually got trimmed plugs to go in here. Not fitted them again because it's going to the body shop now, so just want to make it easy for them if they need to remove any of the door panels for any sort of touch-ups and adjustments that they need to make. Front doors again. That was where I think the SEMA pictures started to come through. Bear with me here. These are all sculpted. He wanted cup holders fitted, and these are billet aluminium, so these have been machined these and anodised. You know, we've gone for sort of like a black and red sort of theme with the details. So yeah, these are, you know, solid armrest. We put component speakers in the front, which you can't really see. The original, we were originally going to put them in the door, but then just passing looms through and the way the doors work and stuff, and that, you know, they can lift off, we decided to go against that in the end and put them in the bulkhead. But again, not on show and seeing them, we've just lasered some, you know, subtle grills so they're sort of in keeping again. Yeah, the headline has been fully manufactured, you know, again, rather than just stretching fabric. I guess we trim a lot of new school stuff. We don't do a lot of old school vehicles, so we do different methods here and build things so they can come in and out, and rather than just peeling glue back and trying to re-stick it, this should now last longer than the vehicle itself. Yeah, everything's just trying to remember the level of work that's sort of gone into everything. There was talks of putting iPads and stuff in. You know, I think, you know, the client wants to use it with his family. It's not, although it is a showpiece, I think he plans to actually use it. So there was talks of iPads and stuff like that, which we'll do if that's what he wants. But I love the way it looks at the minute. I don't think it needs technology putting into it. It's just beautiful to just stand back and look at as is. You know, he'll have the sound. There is a double din, you know, stereo up in the roof, you know, that is modern. It's not in keeping, but it's tucked up out of the way. And the top's been painted black, and the set's black out of the way, and not intrusive in how it looks. There was just so many hours, even these ribs, machining each of these ribs, lasering, routing the chamfer on, trimming each one individually, quite a task in itself. The bins in the back, so the two boxes either side, the sub box are just some storage bins, so the lid pops off and he can use them for cleaning stuff. I don't know, whatever he wants to put in there. His Asda shop, Tesco's. Yeah, even just, you know, we sort of did the back and he'd had all the front painted inside, and I kind of just wanted to leave it the paint, but he insisted he wanted that Alcantara as well, so we had to manufacture various little trims, even just the little details to go around, finish, you know, all the raw cuts and everything else like that. So yeah, there's been various lugged, manufactured, put, you know, black brushes between, so again, you don't see the metalwork or the handbrake mechanism. You know, we've tried to modernise it and cover up everything as much as possible. Yeah, I am excited. I'm excited for him to see it, and hopefully he'll be happy. With having no glass in it, I haven't been able to see out my office for the last 2 years, other than the front of this. So yeah, it'll be good to have a bit of a refresh in the shop, switch around different projects. Yeah, didn't think we'd get to the end, but we have. We're 2 months in, I think, 3 months in now by the time this video goes. This is obviously big for us, even me standing in front of the camera, the team standing in front of the camera, so bear with us. We'll try and get better, keep it interesting, show you what we're doing along the way. But I appreciate all the support, following us, likes, whatever they say, subscribe, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, keep watching and we'll keep trying to keep you guys entertained.